are recording too
down.
frequently. Okay, listen. We are in another episode of We Ball with Two podcast. She's gonna try to like have a whole conversation before I hit record, but I'm gonna hit record because listen. We about to be for real today. Okay, listen. All right,
you feel one way, I feel
Johnny.
another.
Listen, let me turn my tablet down because I got games playing in the background.
I just did that.
All right. So this is actually day 2 of because we had the other days with the 4 that had to play to get into the tournament. So this is actually day 2, but the official start of the NCAA tournament. So we're both hyped, as you can see. It's late at night. We up like we ain't worked all day long. We crunk because we got to watch the basketball.
Right.
Not only was I watching college basketball, I was also watching high school basketball because it was championship games happening in high school. So I was watching those as well. All right.
Come on with it.
Listen. Okay. I've been saying all season.
I know you have.
Villanova was a good team. And I think that when you turn the game on, you saw them breaking down at the end of the game. But if you would have caught it earlier when both teams was going at it, you wouldn't be saying that they're both going to lose. Well, it don't matter because they're going to lose. Now, mind you, I do believe that like Texas Tech is one of them teams that is up and down, like Baylor. Baylor is an up and down team. So if you catch Baylor and you catch Texas Tech slipping, they're going to lose because they get in.
Okay, so right now, Villanova, Texas Tech 55-52, 14 seconds left. This is anybody's game.
I'm telling you, it was a good game. The whole entire game was good until like the fourth quarter when Villanova just
didn't get the ball in.
They couldn't seem to score. So somebody got to turn up at the end and put their
look. They just did a
5-second call.
5-second call. Villanova got the ball with 14 seconds. They down by 3. Oh, offensive foul, probably. Oh, dang. Okay, she fouled twice. She pushed 2 people. She fouled twice. Look, let me tell you something. These two, the reason why I said I feel different because I just feel they're erratic. They're just all over the place.
Again, I feel
like the guard, the point guard, but for Texas Tech just dribble, and then the girl just came down. Their best player just came down, tried to go behind the back and hit it off her leg.
So here's the thing, Texas Tech. I will say, like I said. They are an up and down team. In the beginning of the season, they were playing well, and then I don't know what happened, and they started playing like they forgot how to play basketball. Villanova has consistently played good all season. There have been a couple of games where, of course, you play UConn. Everybody looks like trash when you play UConn. It's just what it is. But the games that I watched them play in the season, they were playing. And like I said, if you would have turned this game on earlier, before you did, you would have saw that it was they were going back and forth. There wasn't a whole lot of turnovers. They were playing really well.
Okay.
Be catching them at the wrong time.
Let me tell you something. It don't matter. Whoever wins this game's losing the next game.
That's her sentiment. And I firmly believe, well, because who do they have to play next? So that's what
they're down there with LSU. They're playing at LSU right now.
Right. But I want to know what the bracket looks like.
LSU is running on all cylinders right now. They won by 58 points today.
I'm not even talking about LSU. I'm talking about who is up next.
They play LSU.
Oh, they play LSU next.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, you're saying that they're at LSU. I was I know they're in LSU, but who was playing?
Listen to what I'm saying. On every venue, there's 4 teams in every venue.
I got you.
Okay. There's whoever loses on Friday, wins on Friday, plays on Saturday. And then whoever wins that game moves on to Sacramento.
Okay, let me see.
And it's Texas Tech is if they win this game, there's 5 seconds left. They play LSU. LSU is running on all cylinders tonight. They won by 58 points.
Yeah, I saw them.
Do you think this team, either one of these teams, is going to do anything for LSU? No. LSU is
Oh
going to
yeah.
run ship right through them.
Yeah, and yeah. So I do want to talk about some other games. I do want to talk about some. So Duke and the College of Charleston. Of course, we know Duke did come away with the win on that game, but there was a player on the College of Charleston that had everybody talking, and everybody when I was watching, the commentators was like, "Look, they lost, okay, but that girl right there, if she don't hit the portal, I know something." And there's that conversation about how the loyalty thing, and do you
Yeah.
stay or do you go to another program where you get, a better opportunity to possibly go into the league if that's what your
Right.
goal is, or what
What
do
was
you
her name?
do? That is a good question because I did not retain that information. I should have wrote it down when I was, but again, I was watching college and high school games at the same time, so it was a lot of information, but I could hear them talking about it. But she was when I was watching, she was doing her thing. Like I can't remember what her name is, but she plays on the College of Charleston, and the commentators were just like, I don't know that she stays there next year because the way she was coming down the court and doing her thing, and I'm like, yeah, I could see that. So let's see, who else do we have? So we're gonna end up with Baylor. The Baylor Nebraska game was also really good, but again, like I told you, Baylor is an up and down team, and so part of the game they were up, and the other part of the game they were not. They were
Yeah,
just
but
they
then
were
they
doing
then
that.
they then they win at the end though, Baylor.
They ended up winning at the end, but barely, barely, like barely, because Nebraska is one of those shooting teams like Minnesota. Like you gotta run them off the line because them girls was coming down the court in full speed and stopping and popping threes in them. Like, and I'm like, listen, Baylor, if y'all want to go to the next round, you gotta run. You first of all, you need to be playing defense all the way down the court because they're gonna come down and shoot them threes. And um they're not missing. So, but Baylor ends up pulling it out. So we'll have Baylor against Duke on Sunday. Yes, on Sunday. We'll have LSU against Texas Tech on Sunday.
Hmm.
Um,
Blowout.
yeah,
Blowout.
yeah.
At LSU. LSU is running on all cylinders. Blowout.
We will have Texas versus Oregon, I believe.
That's a blowout.
Because Oregon beat Virginia Tech, if I'm not mistaken. That was an upset. Um, and we'll have Kentucky versus West Virginia. See, my bracket's not updated. I need an updated bracket. Let me get my life together so I can be 100%. um, all right.
Well, did you really don't need to update the bracket until Sunday? That's when the ones move on. Three goes home and one moves on to whatever the
Well, I'm saying
final.
like the teams that won today, who they play
Yeah,
tomorrow or Sunday.
they play
So
Sunday.
yeah. So Maryland won, Ole Miss won.
Yes, Ole Miss definitely
Um,
won.
so
All
uh
the SEC teams won. I can tell you that, except for Tennessee.
Yeah, but we were not surprised by it. We're
Well,
gonna
let's
get
talk
into
about Tennessee.
we're gonna get into Tennessee. We are
As
because
you
I know.
you don't even want me to talk about Tennessee, but I
No,
gotta
I'm gonna let you get your words in because
I
I know you
gotta
have a
talk
lot of
about
words about that
Tennessee.
Tennessee game.
I
The
gotta talk
Colorado
about
State
Tennessee.
Michigan game was a really good game. Colorado State is a good team, or they were today anyway. And Michigan State ends up winning 65-62. They barely won that game. They barely won that game. Minnesota over Green Bay 75-58. Michigan 83-48 over Holy Cross. Um,
Michigan play somebody good next. Who do they
that's
play?
why I want my. Let me. Okay, wait. It's got a bracket on here. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Baylor plays Duke. Um, LSU plays Texas Tech. Ole Miss plays Minnesota. So, Michigan State beat Ole Miss back in December. So these Big Ten teams with the fundamentals on them, they be giving us the business. The SEC teams the business. So we'll see what happens with that. Oregon plays Texas. NC State plays Michigan. Um, and let's see, Maryland plays North
NC
Carolina.
State plays Michigan.
NC State plays Michigan, and
Michigan got a
Maryland.
does Michigan got a big? They don't have a
Mich-
big.
Michigan has what Silas Swords is on Michigan.
And then it looked like the Michigan's point guard got hurt. Not Michigan, North Carolina State point guard got hurt. So I don't know. It to me it didn't.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. And
Oh,
she didn't play the rest of the third or the fourth.
oh wow.
And
Well, hopefully.
that was one of the best players on their team.
You talking about Zam?
Now, I'm not talking about Zane. I'm talking about the other girl,
Okay. Oh, oh
the one
my.
that really played good in the NCAA's last year. She got off
Okay.
last year. She got hurt, and she went back to the locker room, and she never came back out.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a big loss for them. But Zan took over and
Yeah.
she had 29 points.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she got off today.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let you get into it. I'm gonna let you get into it. Hold on. Michigan State will be playing. Currently, Oklahoma is beating Idaho. So if Oklahoma wins, it'll be in Michigan State and Oklahoma. Um, that game is it's 37-24. Not sure which quarter
I
it's
see
in.
Oklahoma coming through that, moving
Yeah.
on after this weekend to the second weekend.
Yeah. Washington plays TCU. Again,
TCU won today.
yes, they did. They
Okay.
did. Um,
Olivia Miles had a triple double, but
she
I said,
did.
okay, she had a triple double against who?
Uh, yeah,
Against who?
UC San Diego. It was
Okay.
86-40. So
Okay. She had like 12 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists.
she had 14 rebounds and 16 assists, or 14 assists and 16 rebounds. I don't know, one of the two, but
Okay. She had 12 points.
she had the double double like before the third, or I think before halftime. I'm not sure. I turned it on and watched a little bit
I
of it.
can't wait to see. I gotta look at the brackets, but I want to see TCU play somebody like LSU, South Carolina, uh, who else?
Well,
Texas,
they're gonna have to play
UCLA.
possibly. Okay, so oh shit.
That's what I need her to. I need somebody to be up in her face on the defensive end because she ain't never had no pressure since she went to TCU.
Um,
And there was somebody online today talking about y'all still. Olivia Miles had a triple double. Y'all still want Raven? I said yes, we
yes,
do. Okay, yes, we do. Raven
yes,
plays defense.
yes. We're talking about in Chicago for the Chicago Sky. We need Raven
Yeah.
in Chicago.
Because Indiana's in their
It
same
makes
league. We
it
need to
makes the
have
most
somebody
sense.
play defense on
Yes.
Caitlin.
Yes.
It definitely ain't gonna be Olivia Miles.
And Maryland plays UNC. And then the rest of the games still have to be played. So, um, yeah, those are the games so far. So, and of course, we have all the games that are being played tomorrow. There's a lot
What
of
time
games
does
now.
South Carolina plays like a 1 or 2 tomorrow?
So let's see. So tomorrow, Vermont plays Louisville. That's at noon. I'm just going to go down the line.
Okay.
South Carolina plays Southern at 1 p.m. USC plays Clemson at 3:30. Virginia plays Georgia at 1:30.
That's gonna be a good game.
FDU plays Iowa at 4 p.m. UConn,
Who do they play? Who does Iowa play?
FDU. I think that's.
I wanna
I,
watch I wanna watch Iowa play because I wanna go watch the chit chat. I wanna see the chit chat.
okay.
I want to see
Okay.
her go and play. I didn't heard a little bit about her. I gotta go watch.
I think you should. That game is at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
I'm gonna watch that game tomorrow.
All right. UTSA plays UConn. That's at 3. Syracuse plays Iowa
I gotta see
State.
that game. I gotta go see. I gotta see them. UConn
Who?
plays at what time?
At 3.
I'll be watching that game too.
Syracuse plays Iowa State at 5:30. Howard plays Ohio State at 11:30 a.m. Fairfield plays Notre Dame at 2. High Point plays Vanderbilt at 7. And Colorado plays Illinois at 9:30. So
I
those are
gotta see
all the
that game
games
too. I'm gonna be watching basketball all day tomorrow.
all day. All
So
day.
we need to write a list. Illinois at 9 p.m. No, seriously, I gotta write it because I'll be all over the place and I'll miss something. So
It's a lot. It's a
Illinois
lot
at
going
9,
on.
Iowa at what time does Iowa play?
Iowa
I'll write it
plays,
when I get off here, but I'll write the whole list
yeah,
because
Iowa plays at 4 p.m.
I gotta see UConn play because I haven't seen them. I've seen the glasses, but not really not really nothing. I didn't watch the whole game. I ain't gonna
Uh,
lie because it was so boring. Uh,
UConn plays at 3.
at 3, okay. I gotta see what Illinois do. See if they can win one. They can at least get out of here with one. Let's go, Illinois. We get out
I
of here with
want
one.
I want Illinois to come through, but
Let's get out of here with one, man. One. We need that guard to play good. That girl from Chicago, that point guard. We need her
yeah,
to get off tomorrow.
yeah, I
So,
agree.
um,
Could you
I'm
imagine if Kiyomi had went to Illinois?
who? Kiyomi. Where's she?
She was at Rutgers and then she
Oh
went to Penn
no,
State.
I wouldn't want her at Illinois. Let her be right in Penn State where she belongs. No, no, because no, seriously, if you really want to have a discussion, she really disrupted Rutgers and they never and that coach, she disrupted the coach, the team, the culture, she did everything. And that's the reason why that coach has not got a job and Reedus is at her job right now. Because it made all the culture mess up and it made people, you know, you don't want to go there because it's so disruptive. She disrupted the whole program.
How do you know that?
I was paying attention to it. That's why I know.
But let's not like put stuff out that we don't have, complete and utter factual facts to back up. So we don't know that that's what happened. We are alleging that that's what happened.
Yeesh.
Well, Coach Ani is alleging. I'm
Was you
not.
paying
Coach
attention?
Ani
Was
is
you paying attention
alleging.
to it last year?
I
No,
paid
no.
attention. I saw what was going on. However, I cannot assume that something is happening and I don't know really what's going on. So
Well, look how she played this year. Just
She plays the exact same way that she
Let
played
me but let
last
me
year.
tell you, let me tell you how I feel about it. She came in as a highly touted guard, already signed to Jordan Brand, already signed.
Mm-hmm.
So she was already getting the bag. So she went to Rutgers and got another bag.
Right.
Okay?
And maybe she got too big for it. You know, sometimes you got to be humbled. Sometimes you got to be humbled. I don't know. I want her to do well.
Oh,
I
Lord.
want to see her
I didn't say I
succeed
didn't want her to do well. I
and be
want all
great.
athletes to do well. But what I do
So
know is this is 5 on 5. That's what I do know. And
she's
another thing that I do know is at the point that what was going on there last year, she didn't want to listen to nobody.
I think it takes a special kind of coach to coach a person like that. You know, you needed a special kind of coach to coach Caitlin because Caitlin was a hothead, is a hothead. So you had to have a coach that could coach Caitlin and keep her somewhat contained. There wasn't a complete containment,
They
but there
ain't
was
trying to contain Caitlyn. That's a whole nother
but I'm
conversation.
saying like Caitlin basically she was hard to coach and you could tell by the way the coach would react sometimes like
That's why they fired the coach.
she didn't she retired.
No, I'm talking about the coach at Indiana got fired.
Oh,
Yes, she
yeah.
did.
I thought you were talking about at
No, I'm
Iowa.
talking. Listen,
No,
listen.
I'm talking about college. I'm not talking
Okay,
about, but
I'm
I'm
not.
talking about the Coach Bluter. You have to have a you have to be a special type of person to coach somebody like that, like Malaysia, like Kiyomi, like Kennedy Carter. These type of people who are very, very, very skillful. That their skills are you can't contain the skills, but you're trying to put them in a system to make them work in the system and they have to buy into being into that system. You have to be a special kind of coach to get them to believe in that. Malaysia was like, I can't do this because I can't be free and do whatever I want to do. So now she's in LSU being wild and crazy and doing whatever she wants to do on the court. And you know what I'm saying? And she's happy because
I don't agree with that.
you don't agree with which part.
I don't agree with the way I look at Malaysia. I believe that Malaysia, she, I think that she would have been playing exactly how she's playing now at LSU at South Carolina if she would have stayed. It takes a couple years to mature from what she was doing, and I feel like she's maturing. She's ascending. She's finally the light bulb just finally came on and said, "Hey, this is what my number one thing is. Yeah, I can do the flashy, but I'm better on defense. My defense. If she wasn't playing no defense like that at South Carolina, she kind of just after 2 years of what Dawn Staley was trying to teach her, she finally said, "Oh, I got it."
Yeah.
And she's got it at LSU because she moved on. So now Malaysia, she looked like she no you they was telling you the same thing for 2 years, and
Yeah.
now the light bulb just got on and you matured and you said, man, and I know she probably sits in her apartment wherever she lives at and says, man, they was telling me the same thing at South Carolina. I just wasn't listening.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing what they asked me to do because I wanted to do my own thing. And the light bulb just came on and said, man, if I would have been doing that, I probably would have still been in South Carolina.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about it. And I feel the same way about Kiyomi. You came there, you thought you was going to run something. This is a college system. It don't have to fit into the system. We was going to fit into a system working for you. That's why that's why they brought you there. But when you didn't want to listen to the coach at all, and you just wanted to be Holly Goldtrapper, I'm
Well,
gonna
that's
do
what I'm saying. When
I'm
you
gonna
have
do
that
this. I'm
type
gonna
of
do this.
talent, you gotta be a special kind of coach to get the person to buy
I
into
watched I watched
what
three or four
you're
games of her
selling.
at Rutgers. It was like four girls and her by herself.
Yeah. And she would
You
have
know,
like They might have like 50 points and she'd have like 35.
Yeah, but
Like,
she
oh,
had 35 shots and they had
yeah,
10.
yeah. She
That's you
just,
can't. You're not going to win nothing like that. This is what told me about her. This is exact. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I feel the way I do about her. The reason why, if you want a challenge, you don't take, you don't leave Rutgers and go to Penn State. Come on, you went over to Penn State because they said we got a bag for you. Okay, I'm on my way. You don't want the challenge. You don't want a good coach. If you go back and look at Penn State, almost everybody on Penn State's team transferred. You went there. You understand what I'm saying? You think you're
no,
all world. Hold on. You think you
I'm
all
not.
world. Let me finish. You think you all world, all everything. Go get a challenge then. Go somewhere in the sack. You went to Penn State. Penn State. Go look at their record last year. Half the team transferred last year. They had a whole brand new team this year. They wasn't going to win this year. They ain't going to win next year. But you went there. But I'm all world. But you went there. If you think that you're all of that, then you should have been looking in Ole Miss, Florida. Okay,
Yeah,
places. So maybe they don't have every piece, but they got some pieces, and it's going to be a challenge for you to get better. You want to get
I,
better. You came from hold on. You came from a high school where you was the person that had the ball in her hands all the time. Well, you're not going to be able to do that at this level. Do you want to go to the WNBA? Do you want to get better? You're going to have a stain on you the whole time you move that you don't want to work with the coach. You don't
yeah.
want to work in somebody's system. You ain't working with a team. You just going to get a bag. You're going to have a stain on you. They're going when they sit down to talk to you when you finally get been able to get drafted, they're going to sit down and talk to you. That's what they're going to be talking to you about. They ain't going
Well,
to be talking to you about your
I,
skills. They're going
I
to be talking
hope,
about your mentality.
I hope that she, because again, I feel like it takes a special kind of coach, and I think to get into her head and get her to understand exactly what it is that you're saying, all of those things need to come into you. Like, you got to start thinking about where it is that you want to go. And if you're just worried about getting the NIL money now and being paid now, and you don't have no dreams of going beyond, what the heck was that? Ah, is that a mosquito? Yeah.
I disagree. I understand where you're coming from, but I disagree about this one.
I'm
I do.
being attacked in here, and you just talking like my
Listen,
life ain't in danger.
because I don't feel. I've been watching this story. Hold on, I've been watching this story.
I was,
I've been watching this story ever since high school. I've been watching her. I wanted to see what she was going to do, and I said she went to Rutgers. You understand what I'm saying? You
there are some
we was
questionable
hold
people
on. She was
going to
listen. She
schools.
was
I'm
already
like,
signed to Jordan in high school.
they
She was
probably gave her
signed.
money. Rutgers probably gave her money.
I'm sure they did, but
So
and
if she just wants the money, then she's chasing the money. It's not gonna
I
matter
know,
what
and
school.
that's a stain on her because she sat there and okay, you're transferring from Rutgers. So I'm thinking, okay, now she's got to have a team that to somebody guiding her. And you went to Penn State. Come on, does it make sense?
I don't
It's one
understand
on
it
one.
either.
Add the two on this. You went to Penn State.
I just hope that eventually it clicks
It's not
before.
about the clicks. It's about the people around her. It's about her team. It's about the people
Again,
that saying
I hope that it whatever in her, she
it's not
finally
about
gets
her.
it.
It's all of it.
I hope that she finally gets it because she has to change herself. So I hope that it comes over her and she's like, this ain't working. And if this is the direction I want to go, sometimes you just need that one person in your ear to tell you, hey,
Obviously, she don't have it.
And that's what
Obviously,
I'm
she don't
saying.
got it.
If she has, I hope that she gets it. I do. Because I think that she
Listen,
would
my
be
mom, hey,
amazing.
anybody, let me tell you something. My mom or a parent or somebody would have, let's have a sit down. Come on now. We're looking, if you're looking to go to the next step, you're trying to go to the WNBA unrivaled. She'd be great in unrivaled.
Oh, she would be
Okay.
amazing in
Okay. So
that.
what I'm saying is, if you're trying to do that, somebody on her team has got to be like, let's have a serious talk here.
I think she has a lot of yes people
Oh, for sure.
around her.
For sure.
So,
Because let me tell you something. Anybody with good parents, and when she was at Rucker, would have snatched her up and said, "We'll be up there.
yeah.
We need to have a talk with you because
Yeah.
you didn't come here to disrespect the coach,
You
to
think
disrespect the
if my
players."
daughter leaves here and goes to school and she acting a fool and that coach and I find you think I'm not on my way?
Right. To straighten it out. My mom would have came
Baby.
up there and been like, "Come on out here. I got something to tell you."
Like,
Because you first of all, you disrespecting me and embarrassing me because the coach and all the staff is gonna be looking at me like, get your daughter.
right.
Get we brought her in here. I'm sure Rutgers did not bring her in there to have that much disruption.
Right.
He disrupted the whole season. The whole season. She had threw everybody off. So that's all I'm saying. I don't know the girl from Adam or Eve. Okay. All I know is I watched the whole story. And sometimes when you have a player that's been playing in high school, junior high, and they've been letting you do whatever
Yeah.
because you the man,
Yeah.
and then when you go to college, you can't do that at college.
But again, we saw that happen with multiple, we've seen it happen with multiple people that they just don't, some
They
of
didn't
them
disrupt that much though. That she
agreed. But I'm
Malaysia didn't
saying it
disrespect the
happened.
coach. They
It
didn't have to
happened.
suspend her for they suspended her for like 4 games in the season. She did not play at all.
It was like
Okay.
2 games, I believe.
They should have suspended the whole, they should have told her go ahead and pack her bags because this is the thing. Rutgers wasn't good in the beginning. So it just made it worse for everybody. It made the culture bad. And that's the reason why they fired the coach. She was out of there. Okay. There was no coming back from that mess. Wasn't because it's hard when this is what I'm trying to tell you. When you have disruption like that and you go out and try to get 3 or 4 good players, do you think they're coming to Rutgers? After all that disruption and all that disrespect, and you had to suspend your best player, they're gonna be like, something's not right in the locker room. The coaches ain't got it together. This is too much. 3 or 4 good players, you might as well just stop trying to recruit them. They're not coming there.
All right.
You don't
So
agree. You don't because you know I'm right. They're not coming.
let's move
And hold
on.
on before we finish. And
Okay.
they got a good recruiter right now. He's going to change the whole culture. Put a stamp on it right now. He's going to come in. He's a good recruiter. They're going to give him. I'm telling you, they probably got an NI bag to give him. He's going to switch the whole culture. It's not going to be next year. Okay, but give them 3 years, and they're going to be on the map, baby. They're going to be they're going to be up in the upper echelon of the Big Ten. Trust me on
And
this.
I think, when I've been saying this previously, there are a lot of talented basketball players that just don't get the opportunities and they're not getting the looks. I'm watching just like I was telling you about Maya no, Coco Rudolph for Grayson, and they she had an offer. She was going to take to Kennesaw State, and I'm like, why is she going to Kennesaw State? I don't understand. There are so many good players that just don't get they're not getting the looks that
Well,
they deserve. They're
I
going
feel
to these little mid majors and
I feel like this too, though. You got to put yourself out there. Coaches are in season while you're in season. You have to remember that. So they're going to be looking at the top 25. You know what I'm saying? And they got other coaches looking for players. Also, sometimes a lot of players get overlooked because they just don't have the time.
I
Get
think
yourself out
it's
there. Get some
unfortunate.
highlighter film out there. Get have somebody. working as a team for you. Like, hey,
And I'm thinking if you play for Grayson, there is absolutely no reason why people don't know who you are. There's no reason why people don't know who you are and you play for Grayson.
okay, so if you
That
play
was
for Grayson, is there somebody else on that team that's better than her that the college coaches are coming to look at, and
I
then they
don't
see her?
I don't think so. She was the best player
Okay, so
on the team.
that's it right there.
So, high school coaches, I'm talking to y'all. Y'all got to promote your girls.
They don't do that.
They don't, and it's unfortunate. It
They
is
don't do that. It's
unfortunate.
and I've talked to many parents, okay, and I tell them don't wait on a college coach
Yeah,
or the AAU coach to go get a college coach to come look at you. You got to do your own.
yeah.
Your parent got to step in and say, hey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna do this. Okay.
I was watching games. Like I said, I've been watching games all week, and I was watching some games the other day, and I came across a couple of players, and I go on to the X app, and I'm like, let me, shoot them a message, tell them good game, whatever. Why do you not have a page on here? Why do you not have any? There's no access to you. So even if somebody is interested, they can't even, that is that
They can
app right
contact
there.
you to school, but they should have everybody should have an Instagram, and everybody should be on X, and everybody should have a YouTube. For me, any
And
player
and
that's
you
playing
and you don't have so most
or TikTok, TikTok.
99.9% of coaches are on X. 99.9.
Yeah,
So that's how you get them to come see you play AAU. That's how you get them to see your film. You tag them, you tag all those big pages that have a lot of followers that follow basketball. So they'll retweet you. Like I could not fathom. I was like, why does this person not have? So one of the girls I found on her mom on Facebook, and I said, why does she not have a Twitter page? Why does she not have? I don't understand. Like if I was trying to find something on her, I can't even go and follow. You know, so those things are really important. It's one of the things that we talked about when my daughter was playing AAU. We had a meeting with all the parents, the all the staff, and that was like, get you an Instagram page and get you a Twitter page. Period. Put your NCAA number on them so that it's accessible, and make sure people can find you.
right.
So there's a lot of girls out there that are really talented. There's a lot of girls playing, and if your coach is not advocating for you, they're not a good coach. If your coach is not reposting your stuff and pushing you and talking to college coaches, these games, and putting you in places where you're playing in front of college coaches, because I, after some very good meetings with my daughter's coach and the athletic director, those things started to happen. So they were playing in front of, college coaches on multiple occasions. When we went to DC, I can't even tell you how many coaches were surrounding the courts. I can't. It was insane. When we played, there was another tournament that we played, and there was at least 50. Even when we played Sandy Creek at home this year, I can't even count how many college coaches were in that building to see Sandy Creek versus Creekside. So yeah, coaches have the opportunity to make that happen. Um, it's same with the JUCOs and the mid. I mean, it just there's so many girls, and I get so passionate about it because I'm watching and I'm like, dang. So you mean to tell me you only got you got an offer from Jacksonville? Okay, that's cool, but you could be playing. You know what I'm saying? Like some kids, I get it. The JUCO route and the mid major route is the best route for them based on their abilities
Look,
and where they are mentally and
I look
emotionally.
at it. I look at it like this. So you can go to Jacksonville or mid major, And if you ball out there, then you can move on. You don't have to stay. But
Correct.
you need development. You need you know what I'm saying. You
There's
need
some
to be able
girls,
to.
yeah.
So
That
yeah,
Coco don't need that. Coco needs to go D1. There's no reason after I watched that game that she was going to Kennesaw State. Maybe she just wanted to stay home. I
well,
don't
that's
know.
why she probably withdrawn from it. Maybe she got some other offers that she's
I
looking at.
hope
She
so.
has to have. But
I hope so.
to
I
me,
want to
you
see her
let's.
go big.
I just want them kids to stay in the game. Just because you don't get an offer, go get you some. Go get you an offer.
Yeah.
And because if you stay out of basketball 1 year, you're gonna be sitting there. And I had a kid this year, coach. Man, I really miss basketball. Well, I was telling you 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When you was
Yeah.
like a junior or sophomore, what you gonna do? You need to make up your mind and get to work. Now you sitting working that Smoothie King and you're missing basketball. You know what you
Yeah.
doing? So you can't. That's why I hate for kids to be like, "What a could should have." I just stay in, and if you don't like it, then you come out. But move on to the next step. Do not
Yeah.
hesitate.
I agree.
Do not
I agree.
hesitate
At
because you
least
will be sitting at home eating chips and bun buns, watching the game. Like, man, I could have been out there.
that should
I'm
have
just
been
as good as
me.
that girl right there.
Right.
But yeah, you was. You've been sitting at home. You know what I'm saying? That's. I hate for kids that I didn't have so many kids come up to me and say, "Coach, I should have listened to you." Yeah, but I can't want it more than you want it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I can't want it more than you want it. You gotta,
Speaking
that's
of wanting it more than you wanted it for Tennessee more than
I did
Tennessee.
want Tennessee to win. Let's not. You know what? I did want Tennessee to win, and I told you a month ago. I said, "What's her last name?"
Who are you talking about?
I
Spearman?
told you, no, not Spearman needs to hit the portal. I'm talking about the girl I said was the best player on the team.
Oh, um,
A month ago, I told you she was the best. I'm gonna go on my back of my nose. She was the only player hitting shots tonight, and she was frustrated and stuff. And I know she's gonna hit the portal. I bet you $50 she's hitting that portal.
she came from uh, Talasia Cooper.
That's why I told you. I said she's the best player on the team. It's just this. I don't feel like this system that 5-5 is a good thing for her.
Yeah,
No, it's just a month ago I was like, I hope they don't fire the coach. A month ago,
you were saying that.
I was saying I was because I said too many turnovers, too many not turnovers, but too many turnovers and coaches.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And now I'm like, man, they need somebody to come in like Superman, Superwoman. I'm
yeah,
here. And I don't know who that's gonna be. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know who that's gonna be. I really don't.
So
I really don't. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to say, look at the landscaping of coaches right now. And I'm gonna tell you something. If I was a coach, like Ole Miss coach, just a coach, period. Well, you'd have to really talk me into coming to Tennessee. I
mhm,
just probably would not. I would like, do I want that chaos?
yeah,
Man, you'd have to go in there and clean house for real.
I feel like it's a good old boy system, and
No, what it is they're used to winning. Period.
when was the
They
last
used to
time?
be.
When was the last time they won?
I know. I was talking to somebody about that. Said they was like, man, Tennessee, and I was like, Tennessee ain't won in 20 years. They ain't won since Pat Summit uh, retired. I said,
So
but they try to take the coach that was with Pat Summit, put her in position. That didn't work out. Then they brought the other girl in. They fired her off of one shot. I just really think they should have never got. They did. They fired her off of one shot.
listen,
They
every
fired
time,
her off of one shot.
every now and then, I just have to repost that video because it's so funny. You had the moms celebrating over here on this side. You had her, the coach, winking at the referee. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got this. Then you have the South Carolina bench looking like somebody just killed champ, Don's dog, and everybody's sad and they don't know what to do. And then you had Coach just looking like, man, this is some bullshit. You know that's what she's thinking in her head, like this is some bullshit. Raven is like, I'm not worried. Raven's face is saying, I'm not worried. We're gonna be fine. All of that happening. I just need people to go back and every time you watch it, focus on somebody else in the video and watch what they do because
But listen though.
hilarious.
But listen. Now, if you go back and you look at the records, Tennessee was not even supposed to be in the championship game.
No.
Okay,
so she to get in.
I don't know, but they wasn't supposed to be there. Okay. They lost at the buzzer. Okay, but you lost to South Carolina that went on. They had an undefeated season.
Undefeated.
Sometimes things just work in a team's favor.
Yeah.
It does. It's just not set up for you to win.
Exactly.
It's set up for them to be undefeated through the season.
Yeah.
It just happens that way. It's just, but I don't think that she should have got fired.
I don't either.
But
now,
but
I knew. Listen.
I'm gonna stop the recording.
That's how she looked. That is the look, though. I promise you.
I know it was horrifying to me.
Oh,
she had a horrifying look
because she knew. She was like, I don't have a job anymore. Like at that moment, she was like, I'm getting fired. And you saw the air.
I just think it was, because they thought they had won the game. And I just think they just knew they had the game. But like I said, sometimes it's just not in the cards. It's not in the cards. It's like they're gonna go undefeated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
it was their destiny.
Atmosphere.
It was their destiny, and it was nothing anybody was going to be able to do.
Yes, and they were going to get whoever out of the way. It's just, and that's one of the things. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It is.
Yeah.
Man, because let me tell you the little story. When I was a junior in high school, we were really, really good. And we were losing with 8 seconds to go. And our coach called the timeout. And she said, told me, because I play softball, she said, you take it out and get it to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I threw the ball all the way down the court to a girl that was wide open. I caught the ball, took a layup, missed the layup, buzzer gone out, we lose. Yeah. And we lost in the sectional championship. One game away from state. Yeah. But will you never forget that? I would never forget that because I got the whole look of the full court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody don't have what I'm looking at. And every time I think about that, that's all I see is me throwing the ball to the girl grabbing the ball, bouncing one time up her layup, and she chokes and misses the layup. No one even around her. So it just wasn't meant for us to win. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We could have won at the buzzer, moved on to the next step. We would have been in the super sectionals one game. That game would have took us to the state championships. You know what I'm saying? We was really good. We had the best team. It just didn't work out. Yeah. And you never forget those things. That's why when when I'm looking, I'm like, I'll never forget it the rest of my life. And I'd be salty at the girl every time I see her, like,
you still see her?
Man. You could have did a jump stop, but just make sure you make the basket.
Right.
Yeah. No, I mean, I can see if somebody was on her.
Yeah.
Nobody was there.
That's
nobody. Crazy. Nobody was contesting. Nobody was trying to take. I'm talking about I threw the ball all the way down the court, all the way to the other side. All she had to do was turn, bounce one time, layup. that's the kind of things we talk about that game. That's the way I feel about that game. Like,
Yeah.
really. So,
Um.
but I'm gonna
Oh.
tell you something. Tennessee coach, I don't think she'll be here after the weekend. I don't.
Mm,
I think she's gone this week. Seriously, and I think half of that team is out of there. If she's not gone, I think half the team is gone.
Texas A&M lost today. I don't know that their coach will be coming back
You've
either.
been worried about that all season.
I have because I know that the writing's on the wall. Like you just have multiple back to back really bad. Like they had a couple of wins this season that were like I was like okay, okay Texas A&M, but
But
they
let me tell you something. When I was watching the Tennessee game, the commentators was wearing that coach out. They was like, they lost 7 straight games and they're gonna lose this one too. 8 straight games. They haven't won a game since January. They lost their games in the tournament. They're gonna lose the first game in this tournament, and they haven't. Man, they was wearing her out. And the people that from Tennessee is probably they probably was salty.
yeah.
I really did want them to win a game. I wanted them to at least win one game, but you they just don't feel connected to me. It felt like just they were just
It's
they just
just like
as a
they put an
team.
AAU team together
It
and
just it just didn't work for me. Like,
yeah.
you could just tell. Like, it's just. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna continue to say this. Them guards need to hit the portal. Spearman, bye bye. You are. I don't know where you came from. I don't know if you came to Tennessee, but you just no, bye. We got to get somebody in here that can play. That can run. We need a post player.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you ever watch, I'm gonna ask you to go back and watch about 5 games where Spearman's playing defense. You're gonna be like, look, you're gonna be like, really, man. I'm telling you, go back and watch. Go back. What did I just do?
Oh, you took me off.
Can you come back on?
Yeah.
Go back and watch Spearman. Just watch her play defense, and then you're gonna know the reason why I said she needs to hit the portal. Man, she is terrible. 1 through 10, 0. Terrible.
Not 1 through 10, 0.
Go, I know, seriously, go back and you can watch on ESPN demand. Go back. Even today, she was so bad today. It's like you need to find another place because you need to find your love for basketball again. Because if this is it,
Mm.
this is not it. This is you can't. The only reason why you're in the game because we don't have anybody else.
Ugh.
Spearman is terrible. She's bad. I mean, just her positioning, her footwork, everything is. If you watch it, she didn't even play defense. Man, just go back and watch it. Anybody that knows anything about basketball is gonna be like, "What was she doing? Letting people outbox her out that's littler than her. She's flying and like she just Spearman hitting
You
the portal."
know, when they started playing like trash, I changed the channel. I was like, I'm gonna go watch another game, and I started
Ooh,
watching
wee.
Villanova and I'll start watching that game
It
because
was like a hot potato. I don't want it. You want it? No, I don't want it. You want it? No, I don't want it. Man, come on.
I didn't want to see that hot mess.
But let me tell you something. The other team, they played zone most of the game, but the middle was open and Spearman would get the ball and not do nothing. You got to shoot that. You
Yeah.
got to. You got to play a high pick and roll. You can play a high pick and roll off of you can play a high low pick and roll off that zone that they was playing, and
Mhm.
they could not. They didn't get not one basket off of that on the inside. I'm telling you, if I went and looked at the stats, I'm going to tell you because I was hoping they could come out and win a game, this one game, to save her job. Trust me, they lost 8 games in a row. Do you think she's gonna be there next year? Eight, eight. I don't even know how they let him in the tournament.
Did you hear the commentator say that?
Man,
I don't know with that record how they even got in.
you know how they got in the tournament because they
I don't know.
only reason why they got in the tournament because they played in the SEC. That's the only reason. And they kept being ranked. I'm like, they lost 8 games in a row.
Yeah,
How can you be ranked?
yeah,
And I don't even know. I gotta look into the coach's background and everything because I just don't see it. I just don't see. I just don't think she's a good. I hate to say this. I don't want to say it, but she's not a good coach. And the players are. It's just not fitting. It's not a fit. You got square pegs trying to be in a round hole. It's
yeah,
just not fitting. You got to get rid of half of that team. You got to get some fresh blood. Man, you got to get a new coach. You got to get a new coach because you got to start a new culture there.
yeah.
And it is terrible right now. And I don't know who you're gonna get to come to Tennessee. You
Mm.
better get Candace Parker out there trying to recruit somebody for you, and she ain't looking good either. So I don't know what you're gonna do. You can't go get old girl because let me not say that. So what you got to do is you got to switch this culture. You got to go get somebody big time, and I don't know who it's going to be. I
Yeah,
really don't know. I mean, you need somebody like Dawn Staley to walk up in there and be like, "I got y'all," and I don't know nobody like that right now. Let's let's
yeah,
let's 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 look at the landscaping. Let's look at the landscape. This
even
Tennessee
when
now.
I'm thinking like mid-major or who I've seen, I mean, they're not going to, but we want to talk about, Alabama A&M's coach. Well, we know they're
That's
not gonna,
that's a big sway for her. That's a big sway.
they're not gonna do that. They got beat really bad today too.
What
Um,
did you expect them to win? I didn't.
no, but I didn't expect them to get beat that bad, but
They're playing the number one team in the tournament,
yeah,
and they're playing in the WBIT, which is the next step down from the NCAA. So you knew that BYU was going to be good at BYU.
that's true. The fundamentals, honey, the fundamentals. They gonna fundamental you to death. And
Hey,
if
well,
you're not,
sometimes fundamentals beat you.
that's what I'm saying. They're gonna fundamental you to death.
Because if your IQ ain't good, then they're gonna wear you out.
They're gonna wear you out.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised if they hit about 33s in that game.
really. Wow.
I wouldn't be surprised. I know they was knocking them down. And then basically getting out and outrunning them. Like that transition offense was probably wearing them out too. So that's a
So let's
different.
let's say a couple coaches you think that might go to Tennessee.
I
Because
don't.
trust me, they're gonna have an opening.
I don't know. That would want to go. Hmm.
That's the problem. I told you that earlier in the season. Who's gonna want to take that position? That's why they keep on getting these people you never heard of. Maybe they'll get the Florida coach. She's available.
Did she get fired?
Yeah, the Florida coach got fired. She been gone. I told
Oh,
you that.
but they played today too. No, they didn't. I take that back.
They're not in the tournament.
No, that's the boys. My bad. I was looking at the
The
boys.
Florida coach is fired.
Oh man, I wonder if they gonna hit the portal.
Well, they don't even got a coach yet. They don't have a coach right now.
Ah! Okay, there is a critter. There is a I don't know a flying something in here
Yeah,
that is
long as it
attacking.
ain't on, long as it ain't on you, you okay.
No, I don't know where it went though. It just went somewhere. I need to
But
get my little
the,
electric
the,
pop.
the, the good games tomorrow. Let's go over the good games tomorrow. Let's end this. We've been on here for 1 hour.
All right. Let's see. Tomorrow. Um, I mean, I think all the games will be good. I believe that in my spirit. All the games will be good.
What you
Somebody,
have to understand is you're doing 1 against 16, 2 against 15, 3 against 14. You understand what I'm saying? These is blowouts.
I don't think the UConn game is going to be a good game. I just don't. I'm always going to think every game that South Carolina wins is a good game, no matter
Let
if
me
it's
let,
or not.
let me tell you how much class Dawn Staley has. So when Southern won their game the other day, Dawn Staley sent them some presents. All the players,
Oh wow.
and said, "See you on Saturday." They started laughing like, "Yeah, we don't see you on Saturday." But what I'm saying is, she congratulated them with, I think it was something from Louis Vuitton,
Oh wow.
but it was like I don't know exactly what it was, but all the players got the same thing from Dawn Staley. Now, who does that, man? That's
Yeah,
class. That's
she's awesome.
class. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking forward to that Clemson USC game. I think that's on at 3:30. That's gonna be. I think that's gonna be a pretty decent game. Um,
I think who's playing Virginia, I think that's going to be the game.
uh, Virginia and Georgia.
There
Yes,
you go. I think that's
that's
going to
at
be a
one
game.
thirty. That's at 1:30.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
That right there. Yeah.
I think that's going to be the game. It's always like the 8-9 game. The
And that's a 10-7 game, and
yes,
and the
10-7
the
game.
9-8 game is the Southern Cal and Clemson. That's what I'm saying. That's going to be another.
Okay, those are two good games. They're probably going to be the two best games of the day.
Yeah.
And what's the other two in the other bracket?
10-7 Colorado, Illinois, and
That comes on the
Princeton.
9 o'clock, right?
Yeah, that's at 9 in Princeton and
Hey, let
Oklahoma
me
State.
let's switch for 1 second. I don't want to go too far into this, but I want you to be truly aware of this.
Okay.
Last night I watched Illinois play the men. Ooh, what school did they play?
I
I
saw
can't
that they
remember exactly.
yeah.
You know who they played?
I don't remember who they played, but I saw that they won barely. Yes.
No, they won by 30.
Oh, they did. I thought that was
Yes,
okay.
the
Maybe it's
Illinois men.
okay.
The Illinois men, man, they are really good. I don't know how they lost. They got a dude on there that's a foreigner, just like, and he reminds me of Luca. And that boy was getting it. He had like 28 points and 17 rebounds. Seriously, there's nothing they could do with him. Nothing. He could
Mm.
bring the ball down. He could shoot the three, take it on the inside. He just did whatever he wanted to do. There was nothing they could do with him. And I think Illinois might have the biggest team in the tournament.
Oh wow.
The most athletic team, the biggest team, the shooters. They got they're loaded. And my brother was telling me this, and that yesterday I actually sat down and watched the game. I'm like, oh my god, my.
I normally watch at least one or two of men's games for Illinois, and I haven't watched any this season.
Well, let me
I
tell you
feel like I
something.
watched it on
They
demand.
should play. They probably playing tomorrow.
Let me
You
see.
should check it out.
I
And you
have
got to go check them out for just a little bit. If you just watch a little bit, you're gonna be like, "Whoa, wow!"
them. They are
Christ.
favorited on my ESPN app. They are favorite teams. So I have a bunch of teams that I have, so that I get notifications when they play. Uh,
Yeah.
so let's see.
Say
For mañana, they play VCU
that's
at
who they play. They're gonna beat VCU. They're gonna wear VCU out.
7:50 p.m. tomorrow.
You hear
So
what I said here? Right now, they're going to the second weekend of the tournament, all
I'm,
day, every day. Go
uh,
watch. Go watch the highlights of
I'm
the Illinois men. Go
I
back
will.
and watch that. You're gonna be like, "Yeah, Ali, they could. They're so big. I don't know how you're gonna get a rebound from them. It's unbelievable. It's like I had to call my brother today and say, God, because we're big Illinois fans. My mom was an Illinois fan. Our whole families are Illinois fans.
We want the women to be just as great,
Yes, we
and
do.
they were so much better last year and the year before. And I don't know
No,
what
Illinois. What Illinois needs to do is get that money out, like you do with the men. You got to get the money out. We got good basketball players in Illinois. We got to go get the players to
Yeah,
stay here in Illinois. Like you let old girl that plays for Vandy get out of here.
yeah,
You should have been recruiting her. She came right to the second act and acted a straight fool.
yeah, she did.
Okay, come on, stop it. You let too many people get out of here, and you got to go get some. You got to go get some players.
I agree. I'm with you when you're right, boo. I'm with you when you're right.
Yeah, and
I agree.
Illinois has one of the biggest one of the richest and the biggest what is it called, the people that used to go there.
Nah,
Yeah, they got money over there, so let's get the bag out for the girls so we can be just as good as the boys.
they do. I spent my whole life in that town. I know they got
Yeah,
money.
yeah, so let's come on now. If Rutgers and all them other places can give a bag of 500,000 or 300,000, y'all can give up that money too to get, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point, if you ain't talking about a bag with some good players, they're not coming there.
I agree.
They're not coming. So
I,
let's see what Gary Reedus does. I want to see what he does. And he took another coach with him. He took. Did you know that he took
where did
another
he
coach from
go?
LSU? Huh?
Where did he go again?
He went to Rutgers.
Oh, that's right, Rutgers. I'm excited for that. I'm excited. I
We've
hope they
been talking about it the whole time we've been on here. I'm telling you, he's going to
forgot
change
that
the
he went
culture.
to Rutgers. I completely forgot. Like the way that went in my head and out I'm just, yeah, we were talking about Rutgers.
And
I'm
I
excited.
watched his press conference, his conference, his press, and he was like, the facilities are A1 there. He said everything just looks brand new. He said, he said it's not going to be hard to get a player to come here.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you, it was the chaos.
yeah.
I'm not going to be a all American trying to come into that crap. No, I'm be like, no, I can't go there. So trust me, he's changed. He's going to change that. Give him 3 years, and they're going to be looking down on Illinois like, what's up? And Penn State. Penn State, really? Kiyomi, Penn State?
I was baffled by that. And me and my brother both were like,
What did you think she went there for? Because it definitely wasn't to win.
it definitely wasn't to win. It definitely wasn't to win. Because
Okay.
you knew that they did they win a game last year? They won two games, I think. I think they were like two and whatever.
I mean, a winner doesn't go places to lose.
Oh,
And you knew you was going to lose. And then the one thing they did do, they fired the coach because something had to be wrong anyway before she got there because half the team hit the portal.
okay.
So now guess who they got as a coach? They got Tranisha Wright as a coach. They used to be the head coach for Atlanta Dream. That was assistant coach for Chicago Sky. She is now the head coach for
Penn State.
Penn State.
You better tell me something I didn't know already. What? And you know what's crazy? So I was looking at the stories, Chicago stories, and it said thank you to her. And I was like, damn, they fired her? I'm thinking they fired her. I didn't know she went to, oh my. Now she's a decent coach. I mean, she's not bad. I will see what happens. I'm rooting for, I'm rooting for
Well, it's all about recruiting now. You gotta get a good recruiter. You gotta get a good
her.
recruiter.
And how is Kiyomi going to respond to her?
Hey, I wouldn't care. I would have the
Hey,
first person I would have met with was her and said, "Hey, let me tell you something. This is my show. I run this. Now we can be on the same page and we can work everything out. But if you don't want to do that, you can hit the portal because I don't want chaos at my school. I don't want no chaos in my gym, in my team, in my organization. I want no chaos.
wow. I did not know that. Okay. So those are the good games coming on tomorrow. All the 10-7-8 games, 10-7. Let me go back
Look at
to,
Illinois game. That's going to be a good game.
yes,
Virginia
Illinois.
game is going to be a good game.
Yes,
Virginia against Georgia is going to be a good game. You guys.
I agree.
South
I agree.
Carolina is going to be a blowout. I'm gonna go watch it for. I probably watch first half, and then I got to flip and watch that 1:30 game.
I have like multiple tablets going at the same time with
Yeah,
different games playing. So, and then the multi view. So I'll be watching multiple games at the same time. But
yeah.
Oklahoma is currently murdering Idaho 76-38
I told you
um,
Oklahoma's coming out of
at the
that
end of the
bracket. Out of
third.
that.
So we'll see them on Sunday playing. I forgot who they play on Sunday, but we'll see them on Sunday. Let me go back to my so Princeton, Oklahoma State, that's another 9-8 matchup. Syracuse and Iowa State is another 9-8 matchup. Then of course
I don't think Syracuse can beat Iowa State because they're not going
I
to be
don't
able
need
to do nothing with Audi. I mean, they don't have nobody. They don't have nobody unless they just double team her the whole game, unless somebody else try to beat them. But I just don't feel like. And I like the coach at Syracuse, but I just don't feel like they got nothing for Audi. I just don't feel like they got anything for her, and she's going to go to work.
I agree. I think all of those 9-8 matchups are going to be good, and the 10-7 matchups are going to be good. I think those are the games that are going to be worth watching. Um, it'll be interesting to see how Howard does against Ohio State. That game's at 11:30 in the morning. Howard is really good.
I know they are, and they
Do I
stay. I mean, they got good sports at Howard. I mean, and as a whole, you got to say HBCU's been doing pretty good. I mean, you come in here and Southern wins a game, Howard Men won a game. I mean, just winning one game is everything to the HBCUs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why HBCUs ain't on the same level as all the other teams is because they don't have the money. If they had the money, it would be on and popping.
because let me tell you, if I had if the HBCU is giving money and I have the opportunity to go there as opposed, I'm going. Yeah, that's where I'm choosing all from the jump. If they got the money, yeah, I'm on my way. Deuces, sign me up. But that's it. They don't have the money. If the states would stop stealing from them and actually give them the money that they owe them, we might be having a whole different conversation. But they ain't gonna never let them.
But sometimes I feel like the people that been what am I calling them? The people that went to college there,
Nah,
the alumni. I feel like the alumni should give back more
I
because
agree.
when you give to a nonprofit, because that's what the schools are, you can write that off in your taxes.
Agree.
If you're making decent money, you can send that money over there to that school, and then
But you know,
you don't have to worry about it. And
that's
that's
true. I just wish that the governments in each state with these HBCUs would do the right thing and give these
what
schools the money that they owe
what
them. And it's
if you
unfortunate that they
let me
will not.
tell you something. If you look at let me tell you this. If you really research, the government was doing stuff to Harvard and Yale too. Go research it.
What I'm saying is that these HBCUs are owed billions of dollars by the state. The states were basically not giving them all the money. So they're allocated money and the state is supposed to give it to them, and the state was not giving to them. They were spending it on themselves. So you have all of these HBCUs, and I mean all of them, that this came out like some years ago. As a matter of fact, it started rolling out when Dion was still at Jackson State. This is when people started really talking about it and it coming to light like, oh, wait, because Tennessee State was having mad issues and they're trying to steal the land from Tennessee State and all these other. So
Yeah,
the money conversation started to happen and they're like, oh, by the way, the state of Florida owes FAMU X amount of money and owes Bethune Cookman X amount of money, and Tennessee owes Tennessee State, and Louisiana owes Southern. And so all of these states are basically withholding all of this money from these HBCUs. So the money that the PWIs get, they're not giving it to the HBCUs, but the PWIs are getting their money. So they're never going to allow us to be on any type of level playing field, because when we're on the level playing field, we excel beyond their wildest dreams. And they don't want that. They always want us to be a little bit behind. So it's unfortunate,
they
but
can't. No, you know what? They can try, but we're not going to be. We run the. Let me tell you something. We run everything. If we take our ball and go home, there will not be nothing.
nothing.
We run everything, and that's why you're mad, and that's why you're always trying to do something to us, because we run everything. Regardless about what you do, we still come up shining. Okay, and that's the way I feel about it. I don't want us to be dependent on nobody for nothing. I think we got enough. If we stay together and stick together, we got enough. Other than that, I don't want. I feel like if we all put our money in with HBCUs, they would have everything they need. We got everything that we need. Okay, but we I hate that we are always dependent on somebody to give us something.
I don't think that's dependent. I think it's their allocated money
But
and
it's
their.
not always going to be fair. It's not always been fair, and it ain't gonna never be fair.
I'm not saying that it's going to be fair, but I'm just saying that's what it is. That's the
I
reality of the
understand, and
situation.
and 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 they've
All
been
of the
taken from
schools
us
get money.
forever.
All of the
That's what I'm saying. They've
PWIs
been
get money.
taken.
They just don't give the money to the HBCUs. They
Like
withhold it
this.
from the HBCUs, which is
This
unfortunate. And it's unfortunate and it's not surprising because that's just
no,
how.
it's not.
Um, so that is another episode of We Ball Into podcast. As you can see, we were very spirited in this episode because there was a lot going on.
Yes,
March
sir. Yes,
Madness
sir.
brings out the madness in everyone,
Yes,
and
yes,
I love it. And I can't wait for us to hop on. We'll probably hop on again tomorrow and talk about
for
tomorrow.
sure. We'll be back on tomorrow.
Um, eh, Probably late because that 9:30 game.
Yeah.
Um,
And
I,
hopefully we coming on here with an Illinois win. Come on, Illinois, let's go. Let's go.
Fingers crossed. Colorado was.
I know it, but I still want Illinois to come on with that win, man.
I want them to win, but Colorado is. They ain't no punk. So
We know that. We was cheering for Colorado.
yeah, we were. All right. So I appreciate everybody for checking us out. Please, of course, I'm going to say this at the end of every video. Please do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube page, so we can get to 500 followers so that we can go live and entertain y'all.
Right.
Um, because I believe that we're very entertaining and we need to share our.
We got great content, y'all. We got great content. You just got to come check us out.
We
Please
do.
subscribe to our
Absolutely.
YouTube page. We really appreciate it.
Yes. All social media we ball into, you can find
More
us
to
on.
come, you guys. More to come. This is just the beginning. It is so just the beginning.
Absolutely. All right. Until mañana.
Good night, y'all. Good night. We'll be back tomorrow. Good night.